Okay, this is a little bit about the fact that I have a lot of cheap multi-tools. And over the years, I buy most of my PPE and my work clothes. I'm a big fan of Carhartt clothing, just for durability and style-wise, especially the pants. I like carpenter style pants. It works for what I carry, and I I have a shorter than normal inseam, and so I get it's hard to find the pants in the size I need. So I shop at a place called Gempler's, and a lot of times they have free, like, promotional items: bags, flashlights, Swiss Army knives, Leatherman products, lunch coolers, lunch boxes. Yeah, sometimes they give away tool sets, gloves, socks, blah 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 blah. The list is pretty long, but I just had to order up 3 new pairs of jeans, and the thing that they gave away, like, at $100 was a Leatherman REV, and it's so anyway. So I got the REV along with the pants, obviously, and I'm going to talk about the REV in a minute. But over the years, I've gotten, I don't even know how many Leatherman sidekicks or waves, kicks, fuses. I think I got a Leatherman Style or Style CS or something one time. Swiss Army knives. I mean, just because I mean, especially like with my PPE, I go through a lot of PPE, and the company that I work for provides a lot of my PPE, but some of it I kind of prefer a different style or whatever. But so over the years, I have a pretty substantial multi-tool collection, and I have like a Wave and a Surge, and I have 2 original PSTs, and I have a SOG, and one time I got a Gerber multi-tool from them, which is like, I should do a video on that. It's really pretty horrible. But anyway, so I have a lot of these tools, and I open them up and I use them, and I carry one usually, and they're thrown in glove boxes, tool boxes, bags. They're all over the place. But I think maybe last Christmas or possibly the Christmas before, Home Depot and Lowe's, they usually have one or the other will have Leatherman products for like $20. You can get a sidekick or a wingman or whatever. And some of the people on Everyday Carry Forum that don't live where you can, close enough to a Home Depot to make going there and picking up one worthwhile. I bought a bunch. I think like, I don't know, I'm going to say like 7 or 8 maybe. I bought all they had because it was, I got there like the week before Christmas instead of on Black Friday. And a bunch of them I sold, for the same $20 that I paid for, plus whatever the flat rate box was. And but I still had a couple left, so I ended up opening them up. And the quality on those is dramatically different than the quality on the ones that I seem to get from Gempler's, which are like seem like their first run stuff. Because Gempler's, besides giving that stuff away, they sell that stuff online. It's not their major thing, EDC equipment. They're mainly farm equipment, real tools, PPE, work clothes, Dickies, Carhartts, all that stuff. So I really think that like the stuff that you get at Home Depot, which I know is true, like if you take apart a DeWalt cordless drill, like one from a tool store and one from Home Depot, same model number, all that stuff, same SKU. The Home Depot one is all plastic inside, plastic ears. They're pieces of crap, really. So, but anyway, I'm going to talk about this is a long intro to get to the Leatherman REV, right? What can I say? Blah, blah, blah. I like to ramble. This is a Leatherman wingman. This is one that came from Home Depot. It's like, you can totally, like, it rattles around. It's pretty loosey goosey as far as the plier head and stuff. And it's fine. Like, I don't, for what I use it for, it's fine. This happens to be one that rides in the cup holder of my truck, and I generally carry one on my person, so it's just like extra. But all of these tools on this wingman, obviously, you know, can opener, blah blah blah. I don't know why I said blah blah blah. You know, the file, the little ruler, the package opener, pliers, you know, knife, scissors on this end. I don't know, you probably didn't even see the knife, scissors, you know, who cares, right? But we all know what's on this stupid thing. Okay. Here's the Leatherman. And by the way, I truly, the wingman is fantastic. The sidekick, they're awesome. This is Leatherman's REV. Okay. Same pocket clip. Basically, it's all the same. The only this is like an exact copy, except for the side panels are a little different. It's an exact copy of a wingman, but for the fact that there's no scissors, okay, and the knife is not a one-handed opening affair. You do get no serrations, which is better than what's on the wingman, okay. But that's the only difference. All the other tools are exactly the same. The fact that this isn't one-handed, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. I mean, you should just use the same scale as they did on the wingman. It would have been fine. You'd have to be like an expert contortionist, Cirque du Soleil performer to have the dexterity needed to open this one-handed, which I don't think I can do. I don't know if you can be able to see it. I mean, maybe like in a pinch you could kind of like get it out there, but the nail nick is so far away from the pivot. You know, the radius is such that, I mean, a normal thumb is not going to swing that far, and when it's closed, it's mostly buried down here. So that's a little bit of a bummer, you know. So, and you lose the scissors, obviously, and then the other major difference is that this is not a spring-loaded plier head, so it's like open, close. And by the way, like, listen, do you hear this thing rattle? There's no rattle. I mean, like, you know, the Home Depot one, and that's not the only one, by the way. The ones that I have, that I opened up from Home Depot, rattle like the Dickens. And the plier head so loose, like you can see, it's like, does it focus? I don't know. You know, look how loose that is. That's horrible. And again, you know, whatever. I have so many of them that, see, this doesn't move at all, and it's nicely aligned. So I think Home Depot, it's, yeah. What's the world coming to? Like, when you can't just sell first-rate tools, don't sell it for $25 and get like good ones. Don't get like the ones that don't pass Leatherman Quality control. Be like, yeah, let's just blow these out for $20. Ah, suckers. Anyway, so I got sidetracked there. I'm sorry. The plier head on the wingman is a little fatter than this one. Anyway, I looked online a couple weeks ago, and you can get a REV, you know, the cheapest that you could get it for, I want to say it was like $25 or whatever it was. It was only like $3 less than the cheapest sidekick that I found. So, you know, and even at full retail, there's like a $10 or $15 difference if you're paying MSRP. Whoever bought one of these at full price? Anybody? I don't think so. I mean, I'm getting them for free, but... And yes, I'm going to go off on another tangent. I realize it's not free. I'm probably paying a little too much for my Carhartt pants, and that's why I got the thing. It all works out. Gemplers, I'm sure, made money. They're not going broke. They've been in business a long time. I get nothing's really free. I don't need an economics lesson. Thank you. I'm a little overtired and cranky. I'm sorry. Was I being a jerk there? I didn't mean to be a jerk. But, you know, for the price difference, forget the spring-loadedness. Like, I like the spring-loaded plier heads, but that's not a deal breaker for me if it didn't have it. You know, what is a deal breaker though is no scissors. Like, what's the point of this? This is a wingman with no scissors. Like, it doesn't make it TSA compliant. Like, oh yeah, no scissors. I can go on a plane. Look at the knife. So what's the point? Like, what were they thinking when they're like, yeah? And then, like I said, the street price is almost the same. I don't, where's the logic? Where's the rationale? What's the reason? I don't know. Like, I don't know, this is a nice tool, but it's value oriented. Like, you know, it's fine, but like, the scissors is probably like the most important thing on there. You know, whatever, you need a knife, especially if you don't carry a knife and all you carry is a multi-tool. I could see the knife being more important than the scissors, but like, and this is going to be a little gross and it's probably too much information. You know, you can trim hair and, you know, facial hair sometimes. You guys remember I had a beard, but I'm not just talking about my beard. You know, with scissors, oh my God, there's something hanging out of someplace where it doesn't belong. Let's pretend I'm not talking about my nose and I'm talking about my ear. You know, you can just do a little trimming. You know, I'm not going to be able to leave that in the video. And if I do, it'll be embarrassing. It'll live on forever. But like, for ear I can't say it, it's a tongue twister. Ear hair, I find that like the plier heads work great. But sometimes, you know, you don't have a big opening like that. You might need the scissors. You know, the guy I work with, let's call him Butch. That's not his real name. We like to go to Checkers sometimes and get lunch. It's not healthy for you, but they make a really good BLT. Anyway, sometimes we like to clip coupons. You know, he brings them from his newspaper. And you need the scissors for that. Can you accomplish it with the Rev without the scissors? Yeah, you can use the knife, you know. Is it as safe? No, it's not as safe. And, you know, we're all about safety, you know. Like Butch and I are HAZWOPER trained, and we have OSHA 40 and stuff, yeah. Yeah, we got all kinds of special safety training. We're very safe. I just dropped that on my ankle. So, you know, and by the way, I'm wearing low-cut hiking boots at the moment instead of like my Red Wings. So, yeah, that's a safety issue. You're not supposed to have those. And it, you know, came around and bit me in the behind because I dropped that Rev right on my ankle. If I wasn't on film right now, I would cry. Yeah, I would squeal like a little girl, cry a little bit. Nothing against little girls. Little boys cry too. And when I turn this camera off, a grown man's gonna cry because my ankle is killing me now. I mean, it was a direct shot right on my ankle. Freaking hurts. Anyway. I gotta, you know, I'm always looking at the screen. It's very difficult to look at the camera and talk while ignoring the screen. I should probably flip the screen around the other way. That way I wouldn't be distracted. But then I wouldn't know if whatever I'm talking about is on the screen. Like, I could be holding it over here and I'm thinking that it's on, or like, yeah, so the Leatherman blah 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 blah, and like, you know, how many times would I have to shoot this before I would figure out that it's, you know, where it's up in the center somewhere. Yeah, so I share this camera with my kids. Like, they have their own cameras, but for whatever reason, a lot of times they like to use this one. And so the memory card is just chock full of them playing Minecraft. I don't understand the purpose of that. But, so I'm like filming, you know, talking about whatever. All of a sudden the camera dies. I get a little message, memory card's full, or like, what could possibly have killed, like, you know, the memory card? Like, I just put a new one in, I don't know, not that long ago, it seems. Anyway, if there's an abrupt edit on the Leatherman video that I just put up, this will be like the conclusion to it. That's the reason why. It's my darn clones. They just film themselves, I should say, doing silly stuff. Look at me playing Minecraft. Look at me playing. What's that thing, that outer space thing? It makes me dizzy when I even watch them play it. It's, what's the name of that thing? Yeah, you guys are going to spend like 5 minutes watching me try to figure out what the name of that game is called. Halo. Is it Halo? I think it's Halo. Yeah, they're big into that. They got like these little headsets. They talk to their friends. You guys remember Pong? I used to play that by myself. Yeah, if you wanted a friend to play Pong with you, he or she would have to come over to your house and play Pong with you. Yeah. Nope. Playing with my cousin who lives in North Carolina. Like they're in the same room. So, anyway, that's a little bit. You know, wouldn't you like a video? Like, I'm going to talk about the Leatherman REV. And instead of 10 minutes of bullcrap and 2 minutes of the REV, you just got 2 minutes of the REV. Boom, boom, sweet. Go on with your day. But nope. I'm bored. I'm sitting here. Got nothing better to do. And now you're sitting there with nothing better to do, apparently. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm sure everybody's got something better to do. All right, Leatherman REV. I like it, but there's no point to it. I mean, this is like a sandwich that you can't eat. Why have a sandwich that you can't eat? You know, it's like the prop food that they use in food commercials. I'm gonna try to look at the camera. The prop food that they use in commercials or in photo shoots. You know, so like the ice cream's not melting. They just got like a fake ice cream that looks real and delicious. That's what this is. This is the fake ice cream cone or the fake sandwich. It has almost no purpose. Doesn't save you any money. You lose the scissors. I should say that it saves you a nominal amount of money. If the $5 is going to make or break you, yeah, get this and whatever. I would just save up for like another month or two, so you have an extra $5 and get a wingman. All right, that's enough about that. What else you guys want to talk about? Oh, before I go, thanks a lot for watching that video. That was a complete waste of time, but I do appreciate it. Thanks.